Jai Gurudev students, welcome in this science class again. So children, you know that we were going with our chapter 4. Chapter 4 was chemicals and chemical changes. Okay, and in that chapter we had studied about atoms, molecules and compounds, mixtures and about valencies, atomicity, all these things I have explained you that day. Okay, and in the tabular form also you must have written symbols and formulas. So all these things when we studied, then we come to know now that elements are denoted by their symbols. Just like, see, I'll tell you that hydrogen is denoted by its, name of hydrogen I'll write. Hydrogen when we write, then for hydrogen is an element, so hydrogen is denoted by symbol capital H. And in the same way, if we talk about nitrogen, nitrogen also denoted by its symbol N. In the same way, carbon is there. Carbon is also denoted by its symbol capital C. But some of the elements which we write their symbols in 2 letters. That day I told you that suppose iron. You know that iron is a very common metal and iron is an element and symbol of iron is capital F and small e. So this is a symbol of iron and first letter we write in capital and second letter of any symbol we write small. Okay. So this is all about the elements. What are these? These are elements and these are the symbols. So children, these we have studied and you all have written in the tabular form also. I have sent pics that day. So after this, these are the elements, and if we talk about compounds we always write with their formulas, because compounds are, I told you that day also in the previous class, that compounds are made up of more than one same or we can say different kind of atoms. Okay, and that's why in a proper fixed ratio, so that's why compounds we write with the help of formulas. So let's see what are the compounds. Water is a compound. So water, this formula, you know that water is a compound, and why it is a compound? Because you know that water is a combination of element hydrogen as well as oxygen. Okay, so that's why it is called compound. It is a combination of more than 2 elements. So its formula is H2O. Understand? In the same way, if we talk about carbon dioxide, these are the very common compounds and simple compounds. That's why I am telling you carbon dioxide formula is CO2. So if we talk about hydrochloric acid, which you have studied in chapter number 2 in digestive system of human beings. You know that this is the strongest acid and it is secreted from the wall of our stomach. Okay, so to digest germs which are present in the food. And this hydrochloric acid has also a formula which is capital H and capital C but L small, because it is a combination of hydrogen and chlorine. Cl is a symbol of chlorine. So children, formula are formed with the help of we can say with the help of different kind of elements. Understand? Previously we studied about the elements. So how the formulas are formed, today we will learn about this, that how we can write or create a formula. Understand? But for writing a formula, you should know first the valency of any element. What we want? Valency of any element. Valency, I told you that day, that how many electrons are shared by any means donate or given by any of the element is called its valency. Understand? Means capacity of donating or accepting the electrons by any of the atom is called its valency. Means कोई भी element कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन्स अपने में से दे सकता है या कितने ले सकता है, उस पर डिपेंड करता है कि उसकी वैलेंसी क्या होगी. ओके, सो हाउ टू राइट फॉर्मूला. टुडे वी विल लर्न दिस टॉपिक. सो आई हैव रिवाइज्ड दिस पार्ट सो दैट यू शुड रिकॉल दैट व्हाट टॉपिक वी स्टडीड दैट डे. सो फर्स्ट वन इज how to write chemical formula. So suppose first example in your book also it is given as a water. So let's take water. If we talk about water, you know that water is a combination of hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen, symbol of hydrogen is capital H, and this oxygen symbol is O, capital O. So first of all, when we write formula of any of the compound, then we should know that how many atoms are there or how many elements are present in this one. That elements you make separate, just like I have made separate. You know that water is a combination of these two elements. So we written separately. And here, what is the valency of hydrogen, that we write here below the H. Valency of hydrogen is 1. In valency table, I have given you one table also. I told you that learn all the valencies. So in that you should see hydrogen valency is 1 and valency of oxygen is 2. Okay, and after that we will see, after writing the numbers, writing their valencies, then we will see that either they can be simplified more or not. Means इनको हम further simplify कर सकते हैं, कटिंग कर सकते हैं इसकी, या और सिंपल ये फॉर्म में इसको कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं. Or you can check in this way also, both the number can come in single table or not. Okay, so these both cannot come in a single table, so they can be write as it is. So what to do? This one will go to O and this two will go to H. Understand? So how to write its formula? Now you can see. Means after writing its valencies, then you cross both the things. And H2, here we write H. H का कितना लिखोगे? 2 and O remains 1. But if anything is 1, we should not write here 1, because it is understood that if we written here single O, that means it is 1 only. So no need to write mention here 1. Here, that's why its formula is H2O. I think you understood that why its formula, water formula is H2O. because of valency of hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, so let's take another example. Here I told you that here we can't simplify these valencies, but second case we will see that where we have to simplify the valencies. So here I am taking example of, this is the example in case of water, how to write formula of water and how to write the formula of carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide. How to write the formula of carbon dioxide? Children, you know that carbon dioxide is a combination of carbon and oxygen. Two elements are there, that's why it is a compound. So its formula, same way we will do carbon and here we write oxygen. Oxygen valency, you know what is the valency of oxygen? 2. And valency of carbon, you can see from the table, valency of carbon is always 4. So here you can see, before crossing over, what we do, first we simplify these both the valencies or these both the numbers. You see that 2 and 4 they come in table of 2. Okay, so 2 ones are 2. So here you can simplify 2 ones are 2 and 2 twos are 4. Understand? So what we can say, this one we can write this side. Okay, so what we do now, here we simplified this because these numbers 4 and 2 we have to simplify. If it is possible, any numbers if fall in one table, then they can be simplified more. उनकी आप further cutting करते जाओ and ultimately the number comes which are not divisible further by 2 or any number. So then we again follow the same rule. You just cross over these. And here now what will be the formula? C1. So C1 is there, so 1 we not mention. And O, how much? 2. So carbon dioxide is CO2. In this way we can create any of the formula of any big or small compound. Understand? So children, in this way we can make the formulas. This is the smallest thing which is given in your book, and this thing you will study in more and much detail in class 9th. Okay, so little bit you should know that what are these things and how we do this. Okay, so after this is the topic, then how to write formulas and how to create the formulas. After this we will study about the chemical equations. You know children, we are talking about always chemical reactions, means all the things when showing us change, then some chemical reactions are going on under in that particular thing. Just like we can say that milk converted into curd. Then how the milk is converted into curd? Because some chemical changes takes place in the milk so that it will convert into a curd. दूध का दही बनना. Okay, and in the same way when we cook food, then some chemical reactions are continuously going on which convert the raw material into a cooked food. Okay, so in the same way you can take example of our body. In our body, inside the body, so many chemical reactions are continuously going on, and due to those chemical reactions we can live, or we can our body can show growth, we can perform the process of respiration, and each and every activity of our body depend on the chemical reactions. Not only in living things we can say. In non-living conditions also, in your lab, if you see that time, you can see so many reactions can be formed or can be created when we mix one compound with other in a liquid form, or when we dissolve anything in water, sometimes that chemical also show chemical reactions. So these are called chemical reactions. And how we write these chemical reactions or chemical changes on copy or on the board? How we can write? Children, if we know the formulas of any compound, only then we can able to write the chemical reactions. First we should know the symbols, different symbols of all the chemicals which are common chemicals. I have given you symbols of different elements. We should know the name of elements and their symbols. Then we should know the formulas also, that which formula we have to write, because we can't write again and again big name of chemicals and then we show in a chemical equation. Okay, so common example, a very common example I am giving you, that of chemical reaction which is taking place in our body, that is respiration. Do you know that what is respiration? Respiration process, what is happening? Food in the form of glucose, C6H12O6. What is this? This is a formula of glucose. Okay, it is a little bit bigger formula, but you have to learn this formula because it is a very common compound and again you will use it in your studies. And glucose, which is present in our body, it will react with oxygen. When we breathe, that oxygen goes to our blood and ultimately go in our each cell. So that oxygen, when react with our food, what will happen? It will show the reaction. And what is that reaction? What happen after this process? After this process, carbon dioxide will release. Okay, carbon dioxide is released, plus water is released. Okay, water molecules released during the process of respiration, and plus energy. You know children, to get this energy, we eat food or we breathe because we need oxygen. Okay, when oxygen is there and food is there, both combined with each other, then only they can give energy to our body. Understand? So here what we do, we have written here this chemical equation. This is a chemical equation. Okay, and in chemical equation we follow some rules and regulations. What rule and regulations? At the center, what are the things are adding to form any other compound or any other thing, that we will write to the right side. Understand? So right side, what we will write? Reactants. What we call these? Whatever chemicals we write at the right side of this arrow, these are coming under the reactants. Okay, and after arrow, what we will write? That is called product. Okay, so reactants and products we write in the chemical equation. Understand? So always we should write chemical equation in this way, that whatever materials are reacting with each other, that we will write at the right side, and after that we make arrow. Arrow, what is the meaning of arrow? That what it will give us. Understand? Arrow means after the reaction of glucose and oxygen, it gives us, what it gives us? Carbon dioxide plus water. Understand? So we can see here that it is a chemical equation, I told you, but children, one thing more, one rule is there, one more rule is there, which tells us that how many reactants are here. Reactants, you know that, but we written right side that all are called reactants, and how much atoms present in case of reactants, that much atoms should be present in case of here products also. Means new anything can be formed by the combination of reactants. Any product can be formed, but there should be a balance in chemical equation, which is our next topic. Means how to balance the chemical equation. So that also we should know. I have written this simple reaction. You also maybe understand that what I have explained you here, this is a reaction of respiration, but this equation is not balanced. Understand? Why it is not balanced? You see here, how many O are there? 6 plus 2. Total 8 oxygen are there. But here, how many oxygen are there? You just see 2 plus 1, 3. 3 oxygen are there. Then where are the other oxygens? So this reaction is not regarded as the balanced reaction or balanced equation. Understand? So when we balance the equation, when we want to balance the equation, we should first check it that how many elements are present at the right side, that much elements or atoms should be present at the left side also, in the product also. So let's balance this equation. Here what will happen? Glucose, a single molecule of glucose, when react with 6 molecules of oxygen, okay, then what will happen? 6 molecules of carbon dioxide are formed and 6 molecules of water are formed. This is called the balance equation. Now let's we calculate that, children, when we write any number here, that means this full up to means plus we can write for addition, that you know, this is the simple thing, but this formula is a formula of carbon dioxide, single formula. So this 6 is meant for both the things. Means here 6 carbons are there, but here 2 oxygen already there. So here 8 are there. 8 oxygen become, because here 6 and 2 already we have written. So 8 oxygen are there, and in this also oxygen is present. So how many oxygen are there? Here 6 oxygen. So 8 plus 6, 14. Understand? So 14. Let's see how many oxygen are there. 6 plus 6, 12 plus 2, 14. So it is balanced. Oxygen we have checked. So one by one we will check each and every atom, that whether it is same at the left side and right side or not. So both the side that 14 oxygen are there, and now we check about the carbon dioxide. So here how many how many carbon are there? In the product also 6 carbon are there, and see in the reactants 6 carbon are there. So carbon is also balanced. So now hydrogen is left. So let's see the hydrogen. Here hydrogen are 12. So that we should check that hydrogen should be 12 that side also. So let's see how many hydrogen are there. 6 plus 2. 6 2s are 12. Sorry. Yes. 6 2s are 12. So here hydrogen are also balanced. Okay. So we can say that how many conclusion of this discussion or this explanation is only that we should calculate that whether the reactants atoms present in the reactants are equal to the atoms present in the product or not. Understand? So this is about the chemical equation and even balancing also I have told you here. This is a complex reaction. So maybe you little bit confused, but I am giving you simple example also which is given in your book. You can see that also. Simple water, how the water is formed. You know that we have seen just now in case of writing the formula that water is a combination of hydrogen as well as oxygen. Okay. So if we write about equation of hydrogen means water, then how this water is formed? Suppose we have hydrogen and we have oxygen. Okay, H2 is a hydrogen. So two reactants are there at the right side. One is hydrogen and second is oxygen. So these two reactants when react together, then they will give us water molecule. So water is a H2O. Okay. So is this reaction balanced or not? Can you tell me that this reaction is balanced or not? Let's check. Here hydrogen are 2, hydrogen 2 here. It's okay. But oxygen 2 are here, but here is only one oxygen. Then how can you say that this reaction is balanced reaction, or we can say this chemical equation is a balanced chemical equation? Okay, so it is not a balanced chemical equation. We have to balance it. So how we can balance it? You just see that if anybody give you this kind of equation, then how you will balance? You can see that here if we use 2, okay, 2H2 and with oxygen when it reacts, then it will give us 2 molecules of water. This is also water, but if we write here 2, that means water के कितने molecule हो गए ये? 2. It denotes the total molecule of water. So in this way we can see that this equation is now it is balanced equation. So you can count the number of oxygen both the sides. You see that 2 oxygen. So here also 2 oxygen because this is written for this and this also. I told you that it is written for full formula. It is this number if we write at the front, that meant for full formula. So here 2 oxygen and this side also, in products also oxygen are 2 and reactants also oxygen are 2. And hydrogen, if we see here 2 2s are 4 and here also 2 2s are 4. So both are same hydrogen and as well as oxygen, their concentration or we can say their number is same in the reactant side, okay, and in the product side also. Okay children, so this was your last topic of this chapter. So with this, our chapter number 4 is completed now. Okay. So after this video, I'll give you, I'll explain you that exercises of chapter number 7 and chapter number 4, because these two chapters we have completed just now after the holidays. So previous chapter 1, chapter 2 and 3, that exercises in old book. If you have old book, then all the exercises must be filled in that. So old book exercises, if you have filled, it's okay. But in new book 1, 2, 3, 4 and 7, all these chapters in new book exercises I will explain you one by one, and I'll send you through the videos. Okay, I'll explain you that whatever exercise is given, and those who are having new book, they will study from the new book. But if you have old book, then also you write down somewhere else. Don't mention in your copy. If you want to mention in your copy, then also it's okay. No problem. You write down at a single place that the exercises of chapter number this or this, whatever there. And if you have new book, then you fill in your book only. Don't write in copies. And those children who are having old books, if you want to write, you can write down. Okay, because questions can come from these exercises. Understand? So, but from next time, old book children have that all the books filled, because that is of last year students. But new books are not filled. So these exercises of new book we will do. Okay. So after this video, we will start with the exercises from chapter number 1, 2, 3, 4 and 7. All the exercises we will do one by one. Okay, some exercises I'll send you today, and some of the exercises we will send in our next class. Okay children, so Jai Gurudev.